What is an API? Consider that you're planning to take a trip to a tourist destination with your family. You need to get flight tickets, hotel bookings, car rentals, and entry tickets to all the places you plan to visit in order. Now, you have two options. Number one, go to the individual websites of all the airlines, hotels, and tourist destinations. Note the details, compare them manually or using Excel, and then proceed to book them one by one. Otherwise, you can use the services of an aggregator like Expedia.com or Booking.com to compare, book, and pay for all the tickets and bookings. In first case, you interact directly with the service provider's website that has direct access to their transaction and database servers. You can make individual bookings, pay for them, and then try to keep track of them. You would never know if you have got the best deals and saved on your trip. In second case, you make use of the API services that pull the data from all service providers, airlines, hotels, rental agencies, and tourist destinations, and then allow the aggregator to compare and sort all the options for you. The aggregator has no direct access to these agencies' servers, but they have a secure channel by which they can access their status in real time and update it with your transaction details. The data is exchanged in real time in a simple format over a secure HTTP connection. The web or app interface of the aggregator takes all the parameters from you, put them in a secure envelope, and send them to the server. It does so by invoking an API on the server. Many APIs are used in the process, such as extracting the details for an available flight, room, car, etc., getting the best prices available for different days and services that you opt for, getting and applying promo codes, coupons and deals for discounts, collecting and sending your information to book flights, rental cars and hotel rooms, connecting to credit card or banking servers at checkout to securely authenticate your transactions, confirming your payment, updating the database of the airlines, hotels, etc., and sending you the tickets and booking receipts. Many aggregators also set up an alarm or reminder to alert you of an expiring deal, bump in prices, or your flight times. In this ecosystem, the services are implemented as application programming interface, making your life simpler and leaving you more time to do what is important. So, what is an API? Application Programming Interface or API is an intermediary software service that allows two or more applications to talk to each other, clients to servers or servers to other servers. Every time you use your email, social media or messenger apps like Gmail, Facebook or WhatsApp on your smartphone, you use several APIs in the background. Apps such as Google Maps act as an API in your phone, and so does the weather service. For example, if you check the distance between your college and a local museum on your phone or your laptop using a website, you will use Google Map API in backend. Even the cab hailing app like Uber and Lyft employ the same map API from Google. Similarly, when you pay for tickets and cab rides using your card and mobile wallet, your smartphone uses multiple APIs in the backend. An API establishes a possibly secure connection between programs running on same but mostly remote computer systems. Using this interface provided by an API, a service can be offered to multiple diverse clients simultaneously without compromising the system's efficiency, security, and functionality. An API can be considered as a small piece of software that offers a specific service to an on-demand software such as an on-demand video streaming platform. API implementation is an actual code that follows the specifications and is hosted on the server. It allows API client to connect to servers and request service offered to you via mobile apps, websites, and even utility software. Here is another example of APIs. For instance, you need to book a slot for your second COVID-19 vaccination at the nearest available health center. Let's see how and where the APIs are used in such a scenario. You use your country's website to locate a healthcare facility near you and find their business hours. The country website uses API to connect to the healthcare facility and the federal database to fetch the necessary information. To book your appointment, the country website asks you to register an appointment. This appointment is updated in the health center's system by using an API. The appointment confirmation is delivered to your phone via an email or message using the API to deliver the same. When on the appointed date, you receive your second shot of COVID-19 vaccination, the records at the health center, the country and the National Registry of the Vaccination are all updated simultaneously in real time. The health center servers use APIs to update the records of the country and the federal databases. Within minutes, you receive a message of your successful vaccination along with the post-vaccination precautions. You also get a link to download your vaccination certificate. All of this is carried out with the help of an appointed data email, messenger and file server APIs. So whether we are aware or not, APIs are used in most IT-related platforms and are responsible for making our lives comfortable and convenient. Organizations and businesses ensure secure access to their resources by using APIs. Here are some of the most common and popular examples of API that you might encounter regularly. Social login. Instead of creating another account for each app or website you visit, you usually use the universal login ID using your Google, Facebook or Twitter profiles. It allows you to quickly access the app or website features you want to visit, helps to control permissions to all connected apps centrally, and make it easy for new apps to authenticate the user quickly. Online payments. All online payment modes using cards, PayPal, internet banking or mobile wallets use APIs to connect with the card company or bank servers. Travel aggregators. Aggregators for travel related bookings such as flights, cruises, hotels, etc. gather data from multiple providers and present it in a convenient format for easy comparison and bookings. Navigation. Navigation is one of the most widely used APIs used directly by the users via Google Maps services and related apps, and many third-party services like cab hailing apps, delivery apps, geotagging apps, etc. Social media. Tweets, WhatsApp status update, and Instagram stories have APIs to allow users to post virtually on any platform. Developers can integrate APIs from these services to their platform, allowing you to share directly from their apps. A brief history about APIs. During the early days of computing, APIs were available even before PCs became popular in every household. APIs evolved with the development of modern operating systems as a library of commonly used routines or procedures. In the 1960s, OS used these local APIs for several functions, such as rendering graphics, connecting to remote hosts, and collecting information on logged in users, and sometimes to pass messages between mainframes. Since the beginning, the developers of APIs had one goal: to achieve independence between the implementation details of a service requester and service provider. Whether it was hardware and OS and application programs in early days, or client or server applications, the goal remained the same. After the initial goal of achieving independence between hardware and application programs, the 1970s saw logical independence between two large complex systems: the relational database management system and the application programs. This almost led to an explosion in commercial application development for businesses, with rich applications coming to market more often. By the 1980s, as network became more available, programmers wanted to access remote libraries not just the local ones. Thus, the idea of remote procedural calls (RPC) emerged. The modern Java programming language supports this RPC mechanism through its RMI, Remote Method Invocation API. Today, APIs are used in application programs, web applications, utility software, hardware interfaces, cloud services, IoT devices, and whatnot. What is the purpose of building an API? Number one, simplify application development. If your services are exposed through APIs, you can make traditional integrated applications more easily. You can also allow any other software product or service to communicate your APIs easily. These consumer software products and services do not need any information on how the services are implemented. The hands-off approach of API can greatly simplify application development, ushering innovations, saving time, reducing development costs, simplifying maintenance, and securing the system. You get greater flexibility, simplified design, better control, easy monitoring, and an additional revenue stream ready for monetization. While designing applications, one does not need to reinvent the wheel. Instead, they can use the trusted API like Google Authentication Service to hasten and simplify the application development process. For example, a parcel tracking app can give its own GUI, graphical user interface, while connecting it with Google Maps API hosted on the delivery company's server. Number 2, innovate. API enables developer to have more time to focus on business logic and innovate freely and still produce better, faster, and more secure codes for multiple alternatives. Companies can experiment, innovate, and make their practices more agile and responsive according to the dynamic digital markets. Cloud-based API services offer opportunities to several new applications which was impossible earlier. Now, anyone can design new tools, services, and products, manage existing ones, and share revenues or profits with others. Number 3, responsive and agile business. Catering to the changing business needs also become easier with APIs. Simply plug out the old API and plug in the new API with some adjustments to the code. The API provider can implement a new algorithm without changing the interface of the API. This does not require any change in any of the apps consuming that API. The users of the apps would see that change instantly without having to update or install them. Number 4, improve collaboration. With cloud-powered API services becoming ubiquitous, many of the early disconnected applications can now be integrated. This facilitates better coordination, data transfer, efficient communication, and consistent data view across the organization. Using APIs, one can integrate, automate, and improve workflows to a great extent by gaining connectivity, security, and flexibility. Number 5, new monetization avenues. As a service provider, you can offer APIs for free either ways, or initially or for a limited number of users. As you add new features and gain more active users, more recognition comes your way and you can start charging for your API. APIs can be automatically tuned to support the pay-per-use and subscription models. Free APIs can help you acquire a bigger share of the API market, build a brand for trusted services, and give your access to valuable data. The data and brand opens new way to monetize your API. Number 6, security cover. APIs offer an extra layer of protection by hiding your confidential data behind an opaque wall of code. The API implementation can be kept hidden from the public eyes to keep the data safe. Developers use tokens, signatures, TLS encryptions in APIs to make communication over networks secure. How does an API work? The overall process in action is defined by a specification that defines how applications communicate with one another. This is a brief of what happens behind the scenes. The client app initiates an action that invokes an API call to retrieve information. The request is submitted to the web server using the API's URI, Uniform Resource Identifier. Upon receiving a valid request, the API calls a program or routine on the web server. The server processes the request, prepares the response and sends it to the API. API forwards the server response in the desired format to the client. The client consumes the response in any way that it deems fit. Types of API. API can be of multiple types. Number 1, private. Internal or private APIs are designed to remain hidden from all external developers and users. They are used to improve efficiency, productivity, and communication among teams. Number 2, public. Open or public APIs are available to everyone. Public APIs foster innovation by allowing third parties to launch new applications, apps, and web services. They are usually open source, allowing the large developer community to pitch in their ideas. These APIs are available for general use like Microsoft Windows API Public or Apple's Cocoa API. Access to open APIs is granted by API tokens. Number 3, partner. Partner APIs refers to a hybrid of public and private APIs. The company developing the API shares the API with select partners to integrate it into their apps and services. This mode can provide additional monetization opportunities to other companies without losing control or compromising their quality. Number 4, Composite API. As the name suggests, Composite API offer a bundle of services available as individual APIs. The developer makes bundle of different APIs that are most commonly used in a pack of logical sequences. Application developers need not buy license for individual APIs and can buy these bundle APIs that are tested for compatibility. API protocols. The API specification defines the design of the API that is responsible for the working and usage of an API. The API design provides the basic features without which an API can't be used. API protocols facilitate standardization and information exchange. The following protocols have emerged over the years that govern acceptable data types and instructions. So, Simple Object Access Protocol is a standard where APIs use XML to define the message format and accept requests using HTTP or SMTP. With SOAP, apps running in different environments and written in different languages can easily share information. XML RPC. Unlike SOAP, which uses proprietary XML data format, the XML RPC protocol does not rely on any specific format for XML. JSON RPC. Similar to XML RPC, JSON RPC protocol is also used with remote procedure calls using JSON data formats. REST. Representational state transfer or REST is at the center of web APIs without any official standards. It simply needs a RESTful API to be bound by certain architectural constraints. REST differs from SOAP, as SOAP is a protocol, but REST is an information architecture. There are clients, servers, and resources to handle requests through HTTP. All RESTful APIs are stateless, and no client data is ever stored on a transactional server between requests. API architecture, SOA versus microservices. A web service acts like a software that is accessible through a web address. It exposes an application's data, resources, and functionality over a network. In short, every web service is an API, but every API is not a web service. APIs have two common architectural styles: service-oriented architecture or microservices architecture. Number 1, SOA architecture. SOA is simpler than a monolith architecture. but it can cause cascading updates if the interaction of the elements is not clearly defined. This software design style allows features to split up into sub-features, then made available as separate services. SOA and web services make the functional building blocks of the web and are easily accessible. Number 2, microservices architecture. The microservices architecture is similar to the SOA architecture in using specialized and loosely coupled services. They break down traditional architectures and use common messaging framework. RESTful APIs are used to communicate with server as well as each other. This results in faster delivery of a new feature and updates. The application is divided into smaller independent components. Key takeaways. Here are some key takeaways about APIs. APIs are small pieces of code used to connect applications with servers. They can help in fast-tracking application development. APIs make it possible to develop multiple applications using services from diverse sources. You can combine APIs from multiple servers and integrate them into a new app. If you have liked this video, don't forget to press the like button, share and subscribe to the Scalers YouTube channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon to be notified every time we upload a video. What is REST API? If you have been or planning to be in a web development world, you must have encountered the term REST API. So what exactly does it mean? If you also have this question, like several others, stay tuned for today's session as we will be discussing the REST API in detail. Without wasting any more time, let's have a quick look at today's agenda, that is Introduction to API. What is REST API? Why use REST API? How does REST API work? Before I move any further with today's session, I would highly request all the learners to subscribe to Scalers channel and click on the bell icon to be notified every time there is a new update. Introduction to API. Let's kickstart with an example. Consider a scenario where you are trying to book an online ticket to fly from Mumbai to Gujarat or Delhi to Karnataka or some other places in the world. You choose your favorite airline, say Indigo. There are hardly any chances that you would consider booking ticket from Indigo. However, you choose other known sources such as MakeMyTrip.com. Have you ever wondered you are booking from a third-party website and still getting a seat on the same plane? The answer to this brimming question is API or Application Programming Interface. In a digital era where web and mobile applications have become a necessity designed for human use, APIs are intended for other digital systems and applications to use. Web pages and APIs perform similar activities including returning data, content, images, videos, and other information. You can assume an API as a middleman between client and the users. Moreover, it provides resources to the organization so that they access all the information and manage securities, authentications, and control. It regulates who get access to what. Another leverage of API is you can access all the information without even knowing the source. Suppose you construct a tool. APIs provide elasticity, administration, and convenience to make your startup successful. In this period of mixes, dividing information among frameworks is a high priority than any time in recent memory. Envision a web-based business site without mixes. On top of dealing with item postings, your site would have to construct instruments for handling installment, transporting, email robotization, client accounts, and different capacities without anyone else. This is certifiably not a flexible arrangement. More effectively to reappropriate these undertakings to different administrations. Along these lines, to cooperate, programming applications uses APIs which give a normalized approach to two applications to send information to and fro. Your web-based business web page can communicate with installment programming, transporting programming, and other fundamental mixes through their separate APIs. There are many ways to deal with making an API. However, in case you are keen on acquainting programming combinations with your item, there is one unique strategy you should know. REST APIs. Moving further, let's understand what is REST APIs and why they are so helpful. What is REST API? A customer is an individual or program utilizing the API. The customer causes solicitation to the API to recover some data or change something inside the application. Your internet browser is a customer. It collaborates with APIs of various sites to get page content from them. The mentioned information is sent back to your program and shown on your screen. An API is a bunch of decisions that characterize how applications or gadgets can associate with and speak with one another. A REST API is an API that adjusts to the planned standards of the REST or illustrative state move structure style. Thus, REST APIs allow for interaction with RESTful web services. First characterized in 2000 by PC researcher Dr. Roy Fielding in his doctoral thesis, REST gives designers a somewhat significant degree of adaptability and opportunity. This adaptability is only one motivation behind why REST APIs have arisen as a typical technique for associating parts and applications in a microservices design. REST is a bunch of rules that products can use to convey over the web to simplify reconciliation and adapt. A REST API is a particular API that follows these rules. REST represents representational state transfer. This simply implies that when a customer demands an asset utilization of REST API, the worker moves back to the present status of the asset in a normalized portrayal. All in all, REST APIs work by handling demands for an asset and returning all significant data about the asset, converting into an organization that customers can undoubtedly decipher. Customers can likewise change things on the worker and even add new items through a REST API. Suppose I need to fabricate a program that coordinates with YouTube. My program, that is customer, can ask YouTube's REST API for data about a particular video. YouTube's API will react to my solicitation with an asset state which incorporates credits such as the video name, distributing data, view check, and video interface, all bundled in a configuration that my program can rapidly parse and utilize. Likewise, my program could post a video to my own YouTube channel through the API. Since we know the advantages of REST APIs, we should carefully describe what makes REST APIs not quite the same as different kinds of APIs. Let's discuss the 7 descriptives of a REST API. Number 1, performance. How components interact affects performance. Modifiability. Modifiability of components to meet changing needs. Scalability. Able to support large number of components. Portability. Portability of the data, filled code. Visibility. Clear communication between components. Simplicity. Between interacting interfaces. And reliability of resistance to fail at a system level. Rules of REST API. To have complete profit from the usefulness of the REST gives, API should follow 6 necessities. Indeed, in fact 5 are required and 1 is discretionary. Each prerequisite lays the preparation of a fast and flexible API. Client-server separation. Under REST design, the customer and worker can communicate in one manner. The customer sends a solicitation to the worker. Then, at that point, the worker sends a reaction back to the customer. Workers can't make solicitations and customers can't react. All communications are started by the customer. By working on correspondence among customers and workers, RESTful APIs keep the two advantageously autonomous. Thus, customer programming can develop their works without stressing over influencing some other workers, and worker substance can be altered without unintentionally influencing customers. Uniform interface. The key to the decoupling client from server is having a uniform interface that allows independent evolution of the application. Without having the application services, models, or actions tightly coupled to the API layers itself. The uniform interface let the client talk to the server in a single language, independent of the architectural backend of either. This interface shall provide an unchanging, standardized means of communication between the client and the server. Stateless. Every call with a REST API has to be stateless. This implies that each association is autonomous and each solicitation and reaction gives all the data needed to finish the corporation. Each solicitation by the customer is deciphered. The worker, as a spick and span asks the worker, remembers nothing about past demands. Stateless exchanges extraordinarily lessen the measures of worker memory required and work on changes of an adequate reaction, since the worker isn't needed to make extra move to recover old information. This guarantees that these connections are versatile as programming develops and makes more demands. Engineers don't have to stress over altogether more memory being utilized or overburdening the worker with demands. Layered system. So far, I have depicted API demands as a direct connection between a customer and worker. Yet, this is a bit of an improvement. There usually are more workers between these two substances. These worker or layers added security, deals with and disseminate traffic, or help with various other significant capacities. This guideline necessitates the message between the customer and target worker ought to consistently be organized and prepared the same way, paying little mind to layers that sit between them. Extra layers ought not to influence customer-worker communications. When engineers follow this rule, workers' frameworks can be reworked, refreshed, or in any case, changed with no impact on the certain solicitation reaction. Cacheable. Reservation happens when media is put away on customer's gadget when visiting a site. When a customer gets back to that site, the reserved information is tagged rapidly from nearby capacity as opposed to being gotten again from the worker. Reserving saves worker assets and data transmission while diminishing page load time, which is why most huge sites do it. REST APIs are made given information storing. At the point when a worker sends its reaction to a customer, the response ought to show whether the asset can be stored and for how long. Code on demand. The last rest stand is discretionary. Whenever wanted, an API can send PC code to customers in its reaction. This engages the customer to run the code in its backend. Up to an API that sticks to this arrangement of rules, it is viewed as RESTful. Be that as it may, these guidelines passes on a lot of space for designers to redo the usefulness of their API. Furthermore, REST sets guardrails for API configuration but surrenders numerous decisions to the designer fabricating the API. Why use REST APIs? PC researcher Roy Fielding presented the REST structure in 2000, and today it shapes how we see change and more content on the web. A significant number of the most well-known web and cloud organizations use REST APIs for their applications, including Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google. In any case, why REST? Fundamentally, it is an amazing framework for web applications. Here are the principal advantages of this sort of API. REST APIs are adaptable. They can deal with many kinds of socialization and send information in various configurations. REST APIs are versatile. They are intended for correspondence between any two bits of programming, paying little heed to the estimate or capacity. As a web application develops and adds more assets, its REST API will rapidly deal with the expanding sum and assortment of solicitations. REST API fuse existing web innovations, thus making them somewhat simple to construct and utilize. To demand an asset through a REST API, you need to give its URL. How does REST API work? Web application with freely accessible APIs will have documentation accessible on their site designer's part. Here, you will discover directions on the best way to access and utilize the API related to your product. If the API is worked with REST standards, the documentation will likely show this. Numerous APIs require an API key to utilize. An API key is a one-of-the-kind series of characters that an API supplier provides for a designer to approve admittance to their API. Programming interface keys are frequently sent with customer solicitations to recognize the customer to the worker. Keep your API key private. On the off chance that you critically fall into some unacceptable hands, it may very well be utilized to do some not very great things, apparently for your benefit. To try out the public API, utilize an apparatus that can structure HTTP demands similar to Postman. Attempt a wide range of HTTP strategies and URLs and see what occurs. REST API examples. You can discover REST APIs all around the web. You have probably utilized some today without acknowledging it. Here are a couple of models. Twitter. The Twitter API lets outsider applications peruse and compose information. Use it to compose and post tweets, share tweets, and read profiles. This API is potent for downloading and dissecting many tweets about explicit themes as study utilizing Twitter's API in our 8. Instagram. The Instagram Basic Display API offers admittance to profile data, photographs, and recordings. You can use this API and others to fabricate applications that pull this client data and coordinate it into your item. Instagram additionally has a Graph API accessible for proficient Instagram records to deal with their online exercises. Spotify. Spotify's web API permits customers to demand data about specialists, tunes, collections, and playlists on their foundation. Similarly, you can utilize it to add tunes to playlists, interrupt and play music, mix tunes, and much more. HubSpots. The entirety of HubSpot's APIs is made with REST, shows, and intended for vigorous mixes that assist organizations with getting the most work out of HubSpot's apparatuses. You can add progressed usefulness to HubSpot's exceptional showcasing programming and sync your HubSpot's account with other valuable instruments. Final words. Now, when you have gained appropriate knowledge about REST API, we would like to hear your views about today's session in the chat box below. If you enjoyed this session, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Scaler's channel.